diagnosed the car, had a bad PCM. With these, you can actually basically plug and play. The problem is when you plug and play on these, the VIN number is wrong. That being said, this might be an issue that I might not be able to fix. All right, it runs nice and smooth, no more misfire. Okay, so my repair is confirmed. However, this is going to be an issue because which one do I go under? I don't know if it's going to read if I put the other VIN. That repair, I guess, is permanent now. Whatever. So this is all bent up here. This has a vacuum leak. It does have a vacuum leak right around here somewhere. I can't see it, but I can hear it. This thing's not running good. She's misfiring pretty good. The engine light is on. I don't even know the VIN of the donor. This doesn't support automatic identification. And the speedometer is jumping all around here. Air conditioning AC switch, P1500. Who cares about the air conditioning? This can't be the right one. Why is this under transmission? Air conditioning AC switch. What? ECM. Okay. So those are. That would make sense with the vacuum leak. I'm going to go OBD2. I want to read the data. Maybe it'll read the VIN. Tell me what the VIN of this thing is. Mill status on, DTCs in this ECU 2, readiness 3, readiness not complete 4. Enter. Whoa. Never seen that before. Everything turned on when I did that. That was weird. What in the world is going on with this thing? Oh man, this thing is like crazy. I'm getting real mad here. See if that turns on again. Yep. I'm just gonna leave it on. Oh god, whoa, negative 31%. Let's graph it. Let's combine them. The long term is blue and orange, so we're going to be looking at the purple and the yellow. So I'm going to raise the idle. This is freaking. The radio's turning on and off. The antenna's going up and down. So I'm going to go in under vehicle specific again, enhanced. I should have done this the first time, but I was worried about substituted values. I still doing it. So every time you... I don't care. This is the vacuum leak on the fuel pressure regulator. That's better. Get that on there. Still kind of noisy. I know they reused the gaskets. We got fuel trim issues, and we also got... This thing could be leaking. This thing's in bad shape. It's creased here. See if I can fix it. Alright, I got the wrinkle out of the bellow. I don't think there's any more vacuum hoses to worry about. Oh, God. I guess it's better. Ugh. Little surge. This is a pretty good waste of time, really. Negative 50%. Bank 2 kind of operates differently. See, it kind of just goes up. Little tiny spike, then goes down. Full throttle, I don't know if it's going to work in idle, but I'll try it. Should go rich. Let's see here. Okay. Both went rich. Let's try it again. I'm in gear actually. Full throttle. Didn't do nothing. Alright, so it wouldn't read unless the wheels are moving. I was moving forward. This code might be, it might work on the other car, the donor. There ain't nothing I can do about this. There's no B1500. Under C1500. Oh, come on. There's no C1500. There's nothing. Let's read the codes again. Check engine lights back on. How much percent do I have on this one? 12%. I'm doing good, aren't I? Let's see if it'll do an auto scan. 2 fault codes. All right. 1 fault code. I typed in real fixes P1166 and 1167. Replaced intake plenum gasket. Now, the plenum was off multiple times. It's not a new gasket. And it does kind of sound like there's still something going on. It's basically a vacuum leak. So I want to get into transaxle. And I want to just curious what this code is. P1500. Active AC switch. Alright. This code does not exist on this vehicle. The only thing I can do is attribute that to the PCM being the wrong VIN and the wrong configuration and everything. This is why I suggested for him to have it cloned. I cannot clone this one because all the information is in the microprocessor. It doesn't have an EEPROM for me to get the information off of and transfer it. I have to send it out to somebody. I don't think the customer is willing to pay for that. It's not up to me. That's really that's something they got to come up with. It'll have to get sent out, and I really can't do anything else. So they got some speed sensors they want to put in there. I don't know how he got speed sensor code. 2 scan tools so far have said AC switch. He's got a snap-on. I'm not going through all that trouble to put a 3rd scan tool on this thing. All right, with that being said, I'm done. I keep saying that over and over again, but I'm just trying to help this guy out here. Got the smoke machine hooked up here. Don't see any holes. It's dry rotted pretty good. Just popped right off, which is before the mass there. It's only got a zippy tie holding it on. That's not very good. I don't want to go directly into the throttle body. I want to go into here. That way I can test. I got a little oil in there. I wonder if there's any contamination on that. I really can't see the resistor. They look clean. I don't see. I don't know if it's getting picked up in there or not. I don't see any fuzzies on it. Get this on. This thing is like falling apart. All the black stuff's coming out off of it. Zippy tie. Not really good enough. Got some smoke. Oh, look at that. Coming right out of the throttle body right there. Actually, my dumb ass never tightened this. So let's tighten this before we say it's that. Oh yeah. That's definitely coming out of the throttle body shaft. That's pretty nasty.